welcome back to Drawing for Kids. To start off, let's go over what material you'll need. You need some Crayola markers, which you can use any color markers that you like. Next, you also need some paper. In addition to that, you'll need some black markers, such as Sharpies. Okay, so as I'm going along, I'll go step by step on how to draw this character, but I really like to invite you to add your own little twist to it to make it your own. There's no pressure to necessarily draw exactly what I have, but let's use that as a guidance to see what we can come up with. As always, remember to add in a little bit of your imagination to make it your own. You can do this drawing with your family and friends, and at the end of it, maybe check out how everybody's drawing turned out at the very end. Are you ready? So we're gonna get started. For today's drawing, I'm going to be doing a Pokemon, and this Pokemon is a bunny. Do you know which Pokemon I'm talking about? Well, let me tell you, it is SCORBUNNY. Now, SCORBUNNY is a Pokemon that my daughter is currently loving, so I thought I'll do a drawing of SCORBUNNY in case you are in love with this Pokemon as well. Starting off with the Pokemon ears, you can see it's more pointed at the end and more rounds on the sides. There's a little bit of details of the fur. SCORBUNNY is a very energetic and very happy bunny. I draw some whiskers here. As you can see, I'm starting off with the head. I usually start by drawing the head and then just slowly down the body, working on the arms here, and then the feet at the end. Here's the other side of SCORBUNNY's cheek with some kind of fluffy fur that is poking out from the sides. See, it's all pointed at the end, but like round curves on the sides. So that is my SCORBUNNY's head. Of course, I'm gonna draw in the rest of the face as well. There's a little bit of like an orange detail around the neck for SCORBUNNY, and then of course I have to draw the rest of the body here. Believe it or not, SCORBUNNY is actually a fire type Pokemon. It was introduced for Generation 8. So this bunny likes to run and like has so much like in terms of bursts of energy. It's based on like a rabbit and a hare. Has these really large pointed ears, as you can see here, and big paws because this bunny definitely likes to jump around. So here, just working on the other back foot for the bunny, and here are the toes. You can see just like more like half circles. This animal doesn't have a lot of corners or edges because it's a very fluffy, soft, cute animals. Generally will have more round and curved lines. Here is the other arm, and now we're going to start on the face as well as the ear for the SCORBUNNY. For SCORBUNNY, here is the slit for its inner ear, so there's one on each side. And now we're going to start on the face. So of course it will have two round circles for its eyes, and I'm going to draw in smaller circles inside for when the light glistens off the eye, how it shines. I'm going to leave that space white for sure. Here is the other eye. And then of course SCORBUNNY also has like this band-aid, kind of like this rectangle on top of his nose, so I'm going to draw that in as well as his nose right underneath that kind of rectangle on his face. Such a cute bunny, isn't it? I think it's like such a adorable Pokemon. Apparently this Pokemon likes to warm up by running around and getting like fired up before it fights in its full power. Here is my SCORBUNNY. Once you color in the oranges and the different like yellow shades, it's gonna look a little bit more interesting. Here I'm just using my orange to color in the tips of the pointed ears on the top. There's gonna be two different shades of oranges. Start with this one first. I usually like to gather all my colors before I start drawing, so I have all my colors ready. See, I'm trying to draw within the lines. Of course, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I think part of it is just enjoying drawing and having fun with it. So don't feel like super pressured that it has to look exactly the same as my drawing. After all, I've been drawing for a little bit longer, and this practice really helps in terms of making the drawing look better and more detailed with time. If you want to get better in drawing, the secret is to keep practicing. Here you can see I'm using the same color to color in all the different parts before I move on to the next color. And then next I'm going to use this black marker just to draw in. I missed the rectangle on the bottom of this spot. And then I'm going to go back and use like a lighter orange shade or like yellow to color in the ears. I don't have all the colors that this particular bunny has according to the actual Pokemon series, so I'm trying my best to improvise what color I have, but I still think it looks pretty good. I think that the Scorbunny looks pretty cute so far, but I'm going to go in with a gray marker and just going to mark down some shadows. So the way I do this is start by thinking where the light is coming from and then draw the shadows on the opposite side. By creating shadows for your characters, I think it creates like more depth and makes the characters look a little bit more 3D, three-dimensional, and a bit more interesting. Of course, it's a completely optional step if you want to use a gray marker to add on shadows. You can also skip this step and just complete your Scorbunny as it is. Well, I'm just about wrap up here for my Pokemon I'm drawing today of Scorbunny. Isn't the Scorbunny just so cute? I love this fire type Pokemon, it's so cute. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this step-by-step drawing. I would love to hear from you if you have other drawings you would like me to do in the future. And if you like the content on this channel, I'll appreciate it very much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you next time. Take care and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.